make the introduction for our first speaker, Jairo Vrolijk. Jairo Vrolijk is from Aruba, and his talk is about light pollution, why so mysterious. Jairo Vrolijk is an electrical engineer, is an astrophotographer, and since 2018, he is a co-founder and current president of the Space Nature Aruba Foundation, an astronomy and general science organization on the island of Aruba. Aruba has become a large tourist haven in recent years, with an estimated 2 million people visiting yearly. About 50% of those tourists travel from large cities where light pollution is significant. Gazing into the night in Aruba, they are amazed and in awe. Unfortunately, light pollution is unknown with the other community, and the value it can present is still not prioritized. This presentation will briefly illustrate some of the steps as an advocate they are taking while growing the knowledge about the topic of light pollution within the Aruba community. So, welcome, Jairo, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Paulina. Thank you very much. For me, it's an honor to be here with you today, talking to you again from the wonderful island of Aruba in the Caribbean. Let me start my presentation right away. Sharing screen. Okay, hopefully everybody can see my screen.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you very much for confirming that. Yes, so again, my name is Jairo Vrolijk. Thank you again for hearing me today from this side of the region. I'm the co-founder of Space Nature Aruba Foundation, and our main goal is to bring astronomy and earth science to the community, and through education, scientific research, and fun events. I'm also an avid astrophotographer and a proud member of the IDA delegate community. For me, it's an honor to be here today and share some information about this part of the world. So let's get started. The goal of my presentation is to share what we as IDA delegates are doing to raise awareness in this part of the region. So light pollution is still a relatively low priority topic and not so much talked about in our community. So, and especially on the ABC Islands. Therefore, we set a goal to measure the knowledge of our community on this topic so that we could provide better recommendation and practical solution, not only for our community, but also for our governmental institutions. So my presentation today is sections in 5 parts. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the ABC Islands, where they're located actually. The challenges, of course, that we face with the light pollution, and what we as delegates are doing to quantify the knowledge of light pollution and artificial lighting within our community. Of course, we do have already successes, and also what we as delegates will be doing as the next steps. So where exactly is Aruba located? You might be wondering. Aruba forms part of a group of islands called the ABC Islands, consisting of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. These are the westernmost islands in the Leeward Antilles in the Caribbean Sea. So Aruba and Curacao are autonomous, so self-governing countries of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, while Bonaire is a separate municipality of the Netherlands. You can consider Bonaire like Rotterdam or Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Okay, so by far, Aruba is the most densest island between the three, with approximately over 600 people per square kilometer, which also plays a significant role on the impact of light pollution as well. So I'm based on the Caribbean island of Aruba. So as a proud member of the IDA delegate community, which if you open up the map of IDA, you will only find me in that area. So we hope to spark initiative within the other three islands as well, so that we can have many more delegates in this region as well. So as you can see here, here's a map of the light, how is light distribution across the island of Aruba. So luckily, as you can see as well, amongst the three islands, Aruba has the most significant light pollution amongst the three. So luckily, we do have a national park, which is called Arikok National Park. Also, you can see where exactly the light pollution is concentrated. Of course, it is the capital of Aruba, which is called Oranienstad. So in the national park, we have it's the most diverse, biodiverse sections of the island. We have unique animals in this region. Amongst them are the Aruban rattlesnake. This is only found on the island of Aruba. We also call it the cascabill. And we also have the Aruban bowring owl, which we call the shoko. So being an island, it has the most impact of course, the sea turtles. So what we have regularly or receive on the island regularly are three types of sea turtles. Amongst them are the leatherback, the green turtle, and the loggerhead, and also the hawksbill. So although assessments have been performed and guidelines have been created for the developing hotels, it is still a challenge. Aruba is actually, or the whole Caribbean is also a sea turtle heaven because it is so warm. And what we notice is that it is most abundant of female sea turtles. So that is something that we need to consider and protect as well. So I have the honor to talk to one of the earliest and amongst dedicated organizations aiming to protect and rescue the sea turtles on the island. This is called Tortuga Aruba. And I have here with you today from a recorded interview, of course, Edith and Richard van der Wal from the Tortuga Aruba Foundation. Okay, let me just put
Bon dia.
hopefully everybody.
Dear Jairo, it's an honor for the Tortuga Aruba Foundation to be interviewed and address your audience. Tortuga Aruba is the Aruban Foundation for the Conservation of Sea Turtles. We are existing about 20 years. Sea turtles are marine reptiles swimming in our oceans for millions of years. All ecosystems on planet Earth have developed under the rhythm of sunlighted days and the dark night. Sea turtles, and especially their reproduction cycle, is adapted and relying on this rhythm.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me just.
Bon dia. Dear Jairo, it's an honor for the Tortuga Aruba Foundation to be interviewed and address your audience. Tortuga Aruba is the Aruban Foundation for the Conservation of Sea Turtles. We are existing about 20 years. Sea turtles are marine reptiles swimming in our oceans for millions of years. All ecosystems on planet Earth have developed under the rhythm of sunlighted days and the dark night. Sea turtles, and especially their reproduction cycle, is adapted and relying on this rhythm. Sea turtles dig the dark. Adult females come ashore at night to make their nest and lay their eggs. These eggs incubate in the warm, sandy beaches. After about 2 months, the eggs hatch, and
Sorry about that, guys. My presentation is constantly automatically changing. I will continue, and hopefully at the end I can play the video again. So let me continue with the presentation, the challenges. So of course, not only sea turtles are the challenge, however, we do have the effects of the hotels and the condominium development. This has been growing since before COVID and after COVID a lot, as already Paulina mentioned that Aruba, since the post-COVID, is reaching the average again of 2 million visitors per year on the island. So that again is becoming a challenge, and without awareness and continuous awareness for the hotel developments, this will continue to become a challenge. So here you can see many advertisements, not only at near the capital of Aruba, but also at different parts of Aruba. Hotels are being developed. So this is very challenging on the island. Hopefully, as delegates, we can spark something within the developers to do something about it. And of course, we will be proudly and happily available to provide all of the necessary information to mitigate these and install all of the lighting systems accordingly as well. So what we did is, as delegates and also to quantify the knowledge of our community with regards to light pollution, is to perform an online survey. So recently we have performed, within 2 weeks, we received about 130 participants. The survey consisted of 10 simple questions. And for me, it was a surprising result, because for me, I thought the community wasn't aware of what actually is light pollution and artificial lighting. So as you can see here from some of the results, that people do know what causes and the impacts of light pollution. However, I believe that the people do not have, for example, a point of information to go to and receive how these lighting and what they can do to do proper installation of the lighting system. So I believe now we have a delegate, and with the help of IDA as well, and all of the resources that they have, we can reach a good and proper information bank, so such that we can share it to our within our community as well. So a little bit about the successes. Not only based on the survey that we receive a good input and feedback and results, but also since starting the awareness within our own astronomy organization sessions and such, we have also started to capture the interest of local newspapers and TV programs. So this is a good start. As you can see here, we have a whole section of a local paper written about the impact. So I believe if we can do that and reach the attention of the local newspapers, we can also reach the attention of our government institutions and also the community in that sense. So a little bit more about the successes. According to the Sea Turtle organization, it is the first time that, as you can see here on the screen, that NV Elmar is our distribution company, which are responsible for the operation and maintenance of all the lighting poles, street light poles across the island. So this is the first time that they have acknowledged the impact of light pollution on the island, especially they are collaborating to dim the lights, especially where the sea turtles are hatching. So this is a good news, and it's a good initiative from the governmental institutions that they are doing their part as well. And on the right side, you can see a picture that we have also participated into the development of a new marine park on the island. This is an initiative from the local national park as well. So based with our input and with our efforts to raise awareness for the light pollution and its impact, I believe we can also, our information can reach way further by participating in these sessions as well. So what are the next steps? Since the founding of our astronomy organization, we have been performing a lot of lectures and sidewalk astronomy's outreach events, which not only include astronomy sessions, but also to promote the light pollution impact as well. So as you can see here in some pictures, we have performed especially sidewalk astronomy in areas that are very much impacted by light pollution. And we received the questions, for example, why do you do sidewalk astronomy in this area? Because of the light pollution. So that's a catch that we can start telling them about the awareness and the impact, such as, you know, to see the beautiful night sky, you will eventually indeed need a better location, a dark location, especially a dark sky as well. So what we will be doing next are, of course, continue to provide the awareness to the community. I have already especially started translating the IDA material on their website, the resources, brochures, flyers to our native language. So on the island, we speak not only English, Spanish, and Dutch, but however, we have our own native language, Papiamento, as well. So also to consult with organizations such as schools, scouting groups, so that we could provide not only the lectures based on astronomy again and other scientific approaches, but of course, based on the impact of light pollution as well. So one of the major goals that we have is to reach out to the governmental institutions as well, and also to explain a little bit about not only the impact it has on the flora, fauna, and all living beings, but what they can do as well. So not only, again, the governmental institutions, so we can also reach further to towards the architectural institutions as well, so they can be aware on the impact. And also we will continue and enhance the collaboration with our national park, so that we can measure about set up sensors, for example, to measure the developing light pollution, and also brainstorm on what else we can do in a joint venture with the national park as well to raise the awareness and mitigate all of the impact as well. So hopefully we can work towards development and establishment of a dark sky park, and especially continue that as well to reach to dark sky places across the island as well. So that is all. As you can see, we have great challenges and great opportunities, and I think with your help, we will meet all of and make all of the best out of it. So thank you for your attention, and hope I've managed to give you an idea of what we as delegates are doing to raise awareness and combat the light pollution on the island. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Jairo. It was really not just interesting, but it's empowering how to see how you are so involved and very active in the environmental, and then involving the educational, which I think is really relevant.